Hello and welcome to Frontrunner Motorsport. The Indy 500 is right around the corner, so let's look at every team currently competing in the IndyCar series and list them from worst to best based on previous successes at the Indy 500. So starting with the lowest and ending with the team with the most wins. Some teams have been around for a long time, some are relatively new. But who has the most Indy 500 successes behind them? And for those who are yet to win, what is their best finishing position? Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I will be covering everything coming up. The 108th running of the Indy 500, the 2024 Monaco Grand Prix, and 2 Formula E races from Shanghai, as well as everything else in major motorsport coming up on the motorsport calendar. So with that, let's jump into this look at Indy 500 success, or lack thereof. Jonco's Hollinger Racing, 0 wins. Callum Ilott, 12th place in 2023. The only team on the current IndyCar grid to never finish inside the top 10 of an Indy 500. The Joncos Hollinger team have only competed in IndyCar since 2017, and their best finish in the Indy 500 was Callum Ilott, finishing 12th last year. They have only had 7 previous entries, and so they are a team that could definitely get their best ever result at the 2024 Indy 500. Agustin Canapino finished 26th last year, and Romain Grosjean has never finished. So if either driver gets in the top 10, it's a great result all round. Dreyer and Rainbold Racing, 0 wins. Oriol Servia, 4th place in 2012. This team only races in the Indy 500 these days, and you'd think they would be better at it. Instead, their best ever result is 4th for Oriol Servia in 2012. Sage Karam got a couple of top 10 finishes. Justin Wilson and Buddy Rice also finished in the top 10. Ryan Hunter-Reay finished 11th for the team last year, and out of him and Connor Daly, Hunter-Reay seems more likely to grab the team's first Indy 500 podium. He did win it 10 years ago. Dale Coyne Racing, 0 wins. Ed Jones, 3rd place in 2017. Hard to believe this team's history goes back to the mid-80s, and yet they have never won an Indy 500. Partly because Dale Coyne Racing were loyal to the kart series to the very end, which meant no Indy 500s between 1996 and 2007. In the kart era, their best Indy 500 result was a 12th place for Brian Till in 1994. That wasn't bettered until 2010 by Alex Lloyd with a 4th place, and then Ed Jones got a first podium for the team in 2017 in his rookie year. Catherine Legg is the only Dale Coyne driver in the field after Nolan Siegel got bumped, so a first Indy 500 win is very unlikely. Arrows McLaren, 0 wins. Pato O'Ward, 2nd place in 2022. This might be controversial as McLaren did win the Indy 500 twice in the 70s, but I am counting this team's existence from the Sam Schmidt team that was born in 2001. Before McLaren got involved, James Hinchcliffe's 7th place at the 2016 Indy 500 was their best, but since McLaren took over, they have done a lot better. Patricio O'Ward has their best result with a 2nd place a couple of years ago, and they have also scored a few top 5s since then. A win has eluded them so far. In 2024, they have all 4 entries in the top 15, so maybe this is the year they finally take that win. Ed Carpenter Racing, 0 wins. Ed Carpenter, 2nd place in 2018. The team boss has got the best result for his own team, 2nd place in 2018. Other than that, Joseph Newgarden took his first Indy 500 podium for the team back in 2016, and the team have finished in the top 10 on a regular basis since their inception. Connor Daly and Rinus VeeKay both finished in the top 10 for the team in 2023, and VeeKay is back again leading the charge for 2024 alongside Mr. Carpenter and the talented rookie Christian Rasmussen. All of them qualified pretty comfortably, and personally, I don't think VeeKay can be counted out for a shock win. Meyer Shank Racing, 1 win. One of the newest teams in IndyCar, and they have managed to take an Indy 500 win in their brief existence. In fact, it is their only IndyCar Series win. Helio Castroneves taking a famous 4th Indy 500 win in 2021. Well, at the young age of 49, he is back and still trying to win a 5th Indy 500. Felix Rosenqvist is a driver in top form in 2024, whilst Tom Blomqvist is entering his first Indy 500. Meyershank are definitely a team well worth watching. Rahal, Letterman, Lanigan Racing, 2 wins. A team with a history going back to the early 90s, Bobby Rahal finished 3rd 2 years in a row back in 1994 and 1995. Post-kart, the team in its various forms has had a lot of great Indy 500 moments. Buddy Rice took their first win in IndyCar in the Indy 500 of 2004. Vitor Meira finished runner-up a year later, and the team have been a feature of the top 10 for many years, and Graham Rahal has done his family legacy proud with a podium. It was Takuma Sato who took a second win for the team at the Indy 500 in 2020. Well, Sato is back for 2024, looking for his and Rahal Letterman's Lanigan Racing's 3rd Indy 500 win. AJ Foyt Racing, 3 wins. The oldest team on the grid, Foyt Enterprises, began life in 1965, a whole year before the start of Team Penske. AJ Foyt won 4 Indy 500s between 1961 and 1977. The team has won it once in the 47 years since. That was famous Swede Kenny Brack winning in 1999, and the team has struggled in the years since. Between 2002 and 2016, they had one top 10 finish, Darren Manning in 2008. Last year, Santino Ferrucci took 3rd place, the first Foyt Enterprises podium in an Indy 500 since Eliseo Salazar in 2000. If he could take a win for Foyt in 2024, it would be a massive victory. A first for Foyt in IndyCar since Takuma Sato at Long Beach in 2013. Chip Ganassi, 5 wins. For all of Chip Ganassi's successes in IndyCar in recent years especially, they have only won the Indy 500 5 times. Despite racing in the kart series at the time, the team entered the 2000 Indy 500 and one Pablo Montoya would win that race. Then it was Chip Ganassi's star driver Scott Dixon in 2008, Dario Franchitti would win it twice in 2010 and 2012, and then the team had to wait 10 years for Marcus Ericsson to come around and take win number 5. It is almost unbelievable that Scott Dixon has only won the Indy 500 once. 2024 will be his 22nd attempt. He's won 56 IndyCar races. Only one of them was the Indy 500. Alex Palou has not yet won the Indy, and given his recent successes in IndyCar, you can't count him out in 2024. Andretti Global, 6 wins. Second on our list with 6 wins is the Andretti Global team. No driver has won more than a single Indy 500 for Andretti. Jacques Villeneuve won the final kart Indy 500 in 1995, then the late great Dan Weldon in 2005, Dario Franchitti won his first of 3 in 2007, Ryan Hunter-Reay in 2014, and then a final 2 for Alexander Rossi in 2016 and Takuma Sato in 2017. So 7 years have passed since their last win at Indy, and none of their previous winners are with Andretti now. They have got former winner Marcus Ericsson on board, and Andretti are long overdue some luck at the Indy. Their last podium was Alexander Rossi in 2019. All of their drivers qualified in the midfield in 2024. Marcus Ericsson starts on the back row. They have some work to do for win number 7. Team Penske, 19 wins. Unsurprisingly, Team Penske have won way more Indy 500 than any other team in the history of the famous race. Penske started racing at this level in the USAC days in 1968. 19 Indy 500 wins between 1972 and 2023. If you want the list, well, here it is. Mark Donohue won it in 1972 in a McLaren chassis. Rick Mears won all 4 of his Indy 500s with Penske in 1979, 84, 88 and 91. Bobby Unser won in 1981, Al Unser won in 1987, and Al Unser Jr. won in 1994. Danny Sullivan won in 1985, Emerson Fittipaldi won in 1993, Halo Castroneves won his first 3 with Penske in 2001, 2002 and 2009. Gil de Ferran finishes off the Brazilians with his win in 2003. Sam Hornish Jr. won in 2006, Juan Pablo Montoya in 2015, Will Power in 2018, Simon Pagenaud in 2019, and of course last year's winner Joseph Newgarden. Quite a history, and with all 3 of their drivers on the front row in 2024, don't be surprised if we see Penske's 20th Indy 500 win. I mean, they do own the whole damn track. So they are all the current IndyCar teams listed in order of success at the Indy 500, from Juncos Hollinger never finishing higher than 12th, to the 19 Penske wins. Who do you think will be drinking milk at the 2024 Indy 500? I wouldn't bet against any of the Penske trio. I'd love to see Scott McLaughlin win, but Alex Palou deserves a go, or maybe there could be a huge shock from a complete outsider. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.